Alright, good day, hi and welcome. Okay, update on the silver pellet. So yesterday I went and paid my credit card. Finally. Only 2 months late. Thank you, Canada Post. I went to Kelly's Auto to check out the parts thing. So nothing's changed for the rear brakes. I still got the statement, the assessments for that, and they'll do that no problem. Okay. So I said I'm not sure if I'm going to need a caliper. You know, calipers. I'm going to do the calipers anyway. Just they're done, right? But what probably happened is my caliper one of them probably came out too far. Especially when they're old like that, and then wears the pad the wrong way, and maybe I might have to redo the pads again. But I've already got the rotors and pads, so if I can get away with that, I think I blew a line. I don't know yet. I just haven't checked, right? It's I know it's on the passenger side that the oil was leaking out, but most likely brake lines. Now here's the problem: they'll do all the brake jobs, but they don't touch the master cylinder. They won't touch that, and they won't do the brake lines. So basically, effectively, I have to find another mechanic. Now the mechanic up here, good luck with him, because I remember with my truck, I was after him for like 7-8 months to look at my truck, and he just wouldn't do it. Oh, too busy, but he'd take all these other people ahead of me, right? So I don't know. So I'm gonna go see him again, and then if he says no, I don't know what I'm gonna do, because then I have to have the vehicle towed, right? And you know, your minimum going to be like 150 to 250 for towing one way, right? So you could potentially, and that's just up to here. If I go to the next mechanic over, there's one possible mechanic up the road from the Kelly's Auto. I got to go see him. I'll go see him when I do my next credit card statement, and I think they're like full mechanics. They'll do everything, right? And see what they're like. But it could be $500 towing. You know what I mean? $250 to $500 towing, just to find out that the car's not worth repairing. So I want to get an estimate of approximate what it would cost, parts and labor and all, before I make the decision. So I'm not sure. The silver pellet's fate is hanging in the balance, because with all my GST checks, QST checks that have come in, and I still got to do my taxes for 2023 and 2024, which I'll be doing that at the end of probably February or early March. I still have I might have enough money to go out and buy a fairly decent vehicle. So yes, I was supposed to use that money to buy a camera, but you know, I can't drive Pops forever, and I don't know how long this truck's gonna. It's a time bomb too. Like there's no way to not be vehicle poor. You know what I mean? Like there's no way out of it. It's a gamble. I bought a $6,000 truck or $6,500 truck. I got 11 months out of it. You know what I mean? And now I know what you guys are gonna say. Well, Reg, just get the truck fixed. The truck is even a worse predicament than the silver pellet, right? Because I have to have it towed, and I don't even know what's wrong with that truck. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. So there's the mechanic here, so I got to see him maybe today or tomorrow. Well, probably not tomorrow, because I don't think he's open tomorrow. But yeah, like the truck, it needs brakes, it needs all this stuff too. It just with the stuff I know that needs to be fixed is about $4,000. Right? Like, trucks are not like cars. Cars are expensive to fix. Trucks are like insanely, like whatever it costs you to do a brake job on a Honda Civic is going to cost you double on the average full-size truck. Especially with the dollar, like when I did the brakes for Brutus, the dollar was almost at parity with the US. Right now it's like 40% less purchasing power. So I can't order parts from the States. You know what I mean? The duty will kill me. You know what I mean? So, and I know just the parts for the truck, for the brakes for the truck, and it's something that I have to get done. Like, you know, like, it's, even if I could fix the other problem, you know, if I'm lucky, it's just an ignition module, right? If I'm not, it's an engine cam. You know what I mean? Which means an engine. Now the good news is I have access to a second engine and a rebuilt transmission sitting in Brutus, right? But you know how much it costs to transfer one engine and transmission from one truck to another? You know what I mean? You'd say, well, do it yourself. Where? Like when you don't have a garage, I'm telling you, when you don't have a garage, like if I had a garage, I could do almost all the work myself. You know, you take your time, but to do it out in the snow like this, nah. Especially when you don't have the proper tools. So it's a predicament, again. I never let you guys down with, you know, shit going wrong and Murphy's Law, that's for sure. You know? So I'm gonna go get my provisions, but that's where the silver pellet sits at. So I'll know by next week what the fate of the silver, like whether I have to write the car off or not, because like brake lines aren't cheap. There's at least $600, $500-600 right there. Oh, didn't like that. Oh, this guy's parked in the spot I don't want him to be parked in. That's right where my truck's gonna roll, buddy. I'll do this. So let's see if this works. Yeah, that'll hold me. At least if I go anywhere, I'm just gonna go into the bank. I got my emergency brake wheel blocks anyway. But point I'm making is that you got to know when to say when with a vehicle, and I'd rather tap out early than risk losing a shit ton of money, not being able, you know, like spend all that money that could go on to another vehicle that I might get at least another year out of. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. Pray for the silver pellet, I guess.